Hey everybody! Today I have another Vornado desk fan to show you guys. And yes, this is another variable speed model. I have been getting really lucky with finding these variable speed Vornados because if you remember, a couple of weeks ago I found this one at Savers, this little 180 compact, like 6-inch or 7-inch model. And just a few weeks ago at my favorite salvage store, I found this one. I think this is a 10-inch model, I want to say. Actually, I didn't measure it before, and the model number doesn't designate any size, but yeah, I think this is a 10-inch. Um, because that's a 10-inch right there, and that looks pretty. The blade size looks very similar. Definitely looks smaller than a 12-inch like that. So probably 10-inch. But yeah, this is the model 280SS, unlike this one, which is 180 compact. And they are a little bit similar. You can see they have the same swirly grill design, the same badge in the middle. And actually, this one is more basically like that one, but scaled up. You can see the resemblance. Um, this one is also variable speed, like I mentioned. And it's basically like the same layout, but the design is just a little bit different. So if I turn this one over to the side here, you can see the base shape is like pretty much the same. It's got this ring on the front here, but instead of it being molded out of plastic and being all one piece, it's this metal pipe that they've bent into like a base, sort of. It's really cool. And the switch is right here. It's the variable speed knob, different from the one that this one uses, which is actually the one that I've seen most often used. I have looked at some videos of these just for research, and a majority of the ones that I've seen actually have this same knob. Um, so I'm not sure, maybe this is an older one. And they also have a little bit, the switch area here is a little bit bigger. Um, so yeah, not entirely sure what the deal is with that. This one, like I said, might be a little bit older, not sure. But you can see it has the off and the low indicator there. And I think there used to be a sticker on the knob itself with like an arrow, just because there's no indicator on the knob. And there's this glue here that seems to indicate there used to be a label on there, but it says Vornado air circulation system, and the cord comes out of this end right here, which is pretty neat. And then the motor housing is similar again to the 180, a little bit different though. There's some more vents on the back for extra air circulation, and the motor in this one is unlike this one, which has a regular, actually it's like a C-frame shaded pole motor that it's a little bit thicker than the traditional standard one. This one has an actual like motor, like not a C-frame one, because it's a bigger fan, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So I've turned the fan over just so you guys can see the informations tag here, which is similar to this one on the 180, but just a little bit different. And this one says Vornado Air Circulation Systems AC 120 volts 1.17 amps 60 hertz model 280SS serial number OND90, made in the USA in Wichita, Kansas. So, and I think this one is probably from maybe a little bit earlier than that one, maybe the mid to late 90s, I want to say. Not entirely sure. I'm not like a hugely well versed in these like later era Vornados. Like I know I'm familiar with like the older OA Sutton labeled ones, and also like these, the Bursted Two Guys department stores labeled ones, but these came out far after those, clearly, after they changed the logo to that. And this company is still around today. They're still making fans. They still make their the fans in like reproductions of their vintage models, which is pretty cool. Wouldn't mind finding one of those. I've heard they're pretty good. So, I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and plug the fan in, and I'm gonna test it with the kilowatt meter. So I'm gonna get that all set up for you guys. Alright, kilowatt is plugged in, and the fan is plugged into the kilowatt, so let's go ahead, and I guess we'll start it up on, we'll do low. because I think I started the other one up on low. So, yep, that's all the way down. It's pretty quiet. It's moving a lot of air for, you know, just low speed. So let's take a look at our specs. You guys can't see. 0.93 amps, about 46 watts, and just under 0.4 power factor. All right. So yeah, looking at these two side by side, you can clearly see, well, that one's like a little compacted version of that one, hence the name 180 compact. But yeah, so this one is really nice. Let's turn it up a little more, like a eighth of a turn. That brought us up to 0.94 amps. Another eighth of a turn or so. We are now at 0.98 amps. And, well, sorry, 0.96, I can't read, and 50 watts. Low in the air. Another eighth of a turn. And unfortunately, I can't see how far along we are because there's no indicator on that knob. But I feel like this is in like the medium-low range. Maybe almost medium. Just under 1 amp. And 53 watts. And yeah, like that one, it does not oscillate. Forgot to mention, but probably didn't need to because probably obvious. But yeah, it doesn't oscillate, it just pivots. You have to pivot it manually. But you can do that. And you can point it like straight up too, which is pretty cool. Very flexible. A little more. Yeah, I'd been looking for one of these variable speed Vornados for quite some time, which you probably remember I mentioned in that one's video. And then I found that one, and I'm like, wow, okay. That was lucky. And then I was like, well, I kind of want one in a little bit better shape, because that one's got all the broken grill slats. And also, like, I know the bigger ones are pretty cool. And then, like, about a week later, I find this one at the salvage store, and I'm like, well, how about that? Christmas miracle. And I got this one at the same time that I got that Codep Chrome and Plexiglass GE vent that I filmed a couple weeks back. So just up a little bit more. Really moving the air. I'm trying not to deafen y'all with wind noise, but it's kind of hard to because this thing is so powerful. Just under 60 watts. Oops. 1.01 amp. 0.47 power factor. Alright. Let's see. A little more. Very powerful. You can feel it all the way back here. Really not that far away from it though, but you can probably feel it all the way on the other side of the basement. Okay. Do not know how much longer I have till I get to high, but that is up a little bit more. I feel like we're nearing high. 3.8, 3.08 amps. Oops. Kicking everything around in the shop. Alright. Let's see. Still not quite at high yet. Oh, okay. And that is straight up high. 100% full power. So, let's see. 1.2 amps. Oh, oh. that was this plug. This plug is not. Oh, the plug was coming out. That was why I was doing that. 1.2 amps. A little bit more than it was rated for, but that shouldn't be an issue. 94 watts. 93.9. 0.63 power factor. 6.2. 6.3. Stabilize. Between 0.62 and 0.63. Okay. So yeah. Very powerful, as you can probably clearly tell. Very heavy duty fan. Definitely will be using this one this summer. I can't wait. This one and the little one, honestly. So now, spin it down. And I have to mention, I didn't take this one apart or anything. Haven't done any of that yet, so spin down time probably could be better. But, yeah, I'll probably give it some oil just to, you know, it runs fine, but, you know, just to give it some oil just so I know that I did it. I'll feel better about that. So now I want to start it up on high and then go down all the way to low, just a real quick demonstration of the speed range. So let's do a startup from high. We'll see if it also has a startup sound. Not much of a startup sound. It kind of got up to speed really fast. I think those blades are pretty lightweight, if they're anything like these blades. Pretty thin, and doesn't take very long to get them up to speed. So we'll go. I guess we're starting it up from high again. I turned it the wrong way, but let's slow it down all the way down to low. So that's now all the way down to low. These have a great range of speeds. I think I have become addicted to these variable speed Vornados. Go back up. And off. Spin down again. It's not terrible spin down time. I'm sure it'll be better once I give it a drink of oil. But yeah, I don't think I left anything else out about this fan as I kick some more blades across the shop. Let's not do that. But anyways, yeah, so very, very, very happy to have this one. Super thrilled I found another variable speed Vornado. And if I find any more, you know, I gladly welcome them into my collection. So that is probably just about it for this video. So that is the Vornado 280SS, and I do believe the SS stands for solid state, although I'm not positive on that. That's just my guess. But anyways, so that is the Vornado model 280SS variable speed 10-inch, I believe, desk fan, and a cameo from the 180 compact variable speed desk fan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.